So we are running into this issue even though we have just run these steps. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and this is part 2 video of the navigating between screen topic. So as you know, previous video we have learned about how this navigation work in React Native. Also we have learned about how to set up all of this, and there are two different libraries, so which from where you can choose any one of them, so which is both are easy. So as I said, so today we will learn how we can pass data between your screens, or basically for an example, let's say you have a product listing page and you wanted to navigate to product detail page. How can you pass that ID or any other information of that product, so that based on that you can fetch the data from database. Okay, so another thing we will learn, if you wanted to add any kind of button in your header section. So let's say you want to have like create post. Okay, so that kind of button, how will you add to your header? So we'll learn about that. Next thing, we will learn the tab navigator and the drawer navigator, so which is the kind of very basic feature if you are working with any kind of mobile applications. So in course of learning these two, you will definitely learn how this nesting navigator works. Okay, how basically nesting of a couple of components, or you can say couple of screens, how this nesting works here. Okay, so let's move forward and see. So before moving forward, please subscribe to this channel if you are following me on React Native series or any other React related videos. Let's move forward. So as you know, in previous video we have created couple of screens, so where we can navigate. Let's say we can navigate to this go settings. Also we can navigate to this product listing page. Now here I have created one more page where if you click on this view detail button, you will navigate to another screen where you will be seeing that product ID, product color or size. So now we don't have any data coming in, as it is very simple or basic product detail page. You can just see it is just having a couple of view and text. Now we need to pass the data and show that data here, and where from we pass product listing page, so where we have this button. So now this button is there, view detail. So what we have to do, navigating between screen is easy. So you have to just say navigation.navigate product detail. So this product detail I have already listed down here under the stack. Okay, so we have under stack navigator, we have this screen coming in here. So now if I click on this button, it will take you to that product detail page, right? So now we need to pass couple of information here. So in order to pass the data between two screens, you have to just have this object by having this comma just before that, and this, as it is object, you can pass multiple information. Let's say product ID. Okay, we have just 20, and then you can have n number of things like product color, and then you have one more thing there, right? So one is the size. Okay, so we have these three things coming in here, right? So now whenever you click on this particular button, so this data is coming here, but we are not receiving it. So how can we receive this data when we are passing? So as you know, the kind of data we pass, we will always receive in kind of props. Okay, so here we have a prop called route. Okay, this route will help us to get this data. Okay, how we'll do that? So we'll just basically destructure this route dot params. Okay, route dot params. So here we can just quickly grab these keys. Okay, so we can just say product dot ID, product dot color, and product dot size. So now we have all the detail of that particular product which we are passing from the previous screen. Now we can start rendering that. So we can just quickly show here product ID, product color, and product size. So this is little bit of good practice, so that you can easily use your keys directly to render. Okay, otherwise you have to do dot like route dot params dot product ID. So that's not something very good practice. So just destructure before you are using any kind of prop data. Okay, so now you notice you have this product ID 20 and color red and all of that. So that means whenever you receive this ID, right, so you, before rendering this, you can always do this API call using this product ID. Okay, so we will showcase you how the API works with React Native, so in later videos. But yeah, now you know at least how we can pass the data between these screens, right? So that is the very first thing. Now next thing is how can you add any kind of a button if you wanted to add here, let's say info of this product. So if you want to do that, there is very easy kind of options available here in this screen itself. So you have to say options, as you have learned previously how these options work. We had this title before, but yeah, you can also have a header title. This header title will help you to do a couple of things, like basically it will help you to construct your header if you want in some other way, or you want to basically style your header better way. So you can just do that. So here we can say product page. Okay, so now if you navigate, you will see this title upcoming here. Okay, product page. So if you have this text, that definitely you can always style better way. Okay, so you can give any kind of color or this, that, it will be easy for you. So now next thing is that button we was talking about, and that will come just after this title at the right side, okay, where I am just referring to. So now in order to create that, we have to just have this header and right, and this will provide you all of this option where you can just quickly have any kind of button. So we will take the button which can be customizable and you can easily have kind of feel. So you remember that we had opacity, touchable opacity kind of button. So you can take that touchable opacity, which can be little bit of customized, or you can style better way. So you can have the view, and then you can have this text, okay, and you can say info. Basically we want that info. So button is appearing now. So what you can do, you can style this better so that it looks little advanced. Okay, so background color I'll just give, okay, and I can just have this border radius so that we have this little round corners, and I think starting coming, and we can have little bit of padding, can have 10 paddings. Okay, so we have this button here which says it is info, and you can, as it is opacity button, you can always attach any kind of on press event. So on press, you can just if you want, you can just say alert. Okay, so alert dot alert, and then you can say product info. Okay, so now if you click on this, you will have this prompt which is product info, or you can pass any kind of ID or anything which you can pass to API and get the data and showcase here in this pop-up. So it's up to you how you wanted to leverage this, but yeah, this is how you can add the button on your headers, right? You can style the way you want. So now next thing is how can we do this tab navigation, or how we can implement this tab kind of thing in our application. Okay, so in order to do that, let me take you to this documentation. So always read the documentation, it will always help you. Okay, so if we go to this tab navigation, so tab navigation is not directly available in React Native, so you have to download this third-party package. Okay, so basically you can just copy this command and start running here in your terminal. Okay, so you can just say npm install and just copy this command and paste, so that it will be available for use, right? So definitely you have to do this wherever you want to create this navigation. Okay, tab navigation. So as it is installed, so we can close this. Now we can go to our app. Okay, so we can just quickly take this example. So we can quickly copy this and just start importing, as we have already installed it. So next thing is, as you know, this stack we have created before, like create native stack navigator. Okay, similarly we have this create bottom tab navigator. So in order to create further screen or attach all of this, what you have to do, you have to just have this const and say tab, and then you can just directly use this function to do all of that for us. So similarly it will be same kind of structure how we have this. So right now we have this stack navigator, home, and all of that. So what you can do, you can say tab navigator. You can say this tab navigator. Okay, tab dot navigator. Okay, and then you have tab.screen. Tab.screen. Okay, so you have something like that. So here you have to pass the basically name, and let's say this is inside setting we will do this. So we'll say app setting. Okay, and one we will create like phone setting kind of thing, or notification setting. So 2 screens we will be doing, and it will look like this. So what we can do, so instead of creating here, as it is just for setting, so what we will do, we'll just create this outside so that it will be easier for you to understand. So we can say function, okay, and we can say settings, and okay, and we will return this here. Okay, yeah, so we have this tab navigation and everything. So now we need to attach the component which we have not created yet. As you know, we have not attached any kind of component here, so we can quickly create a component. Okay, so I'll just copy it from here so that it will be faster. So we can just say this app setting screen. Okay, so app setting screen, right? So we have this setting, and we can just say app setting. Similarly, we can have this notification setting, right? Notification setting. So here also we'll do camel casing. So camel casing is something you should take care of, or it's a good practice basically, right? So here you have to attach the component now. So component, we have this app setting. Similarly, we can have the component. Okay, so it will be notification setting. So now this settings is available right now to use. So basically in this screen which is setting, so instead of using this component which is coming in from here, so basically we can comment out this, and instead of, we can say setting, tab setting we can say. Okay, yeah. So tab setting we can directly pass here, so instead of this setting. So what happens, so basically when we are on our home page and you click on this go to home settings, so you will see two bottom side, you can see 2 different tabs. Okay, so but you see we are not changing any kind of data. It's because our data is same in both of the notification, both of the components. Okay, so now if you refresh and see, you have this tabs which is there down there. You have this app setting and notification setting tabs, right? I think till now you might have understood how this tab navigation or nesting is working, but yeah, we also have one more thing called drawer navigator. So let's go to this drawer navigation. So if you see this kind of, yeah, so drawer is something which you see like coming in from the left side or the right side. So in order to do this, if you read about it, so you need to first install this drawer navigator. So similarly, we had installed that tab navigator, right? So you can just say npm I and just put that, it will automatically install for you. And if you do that, then definitely it is similar kind of implementation how we had for tab. So tab navigator, and then we have tab screen. So we can just import this, right? So this drawer thing, so as it is going to install, but meanwhile we can actually import and start using it. So let it install. So you have this create drawer navigator. So what you have to do, you have to just quickly have this drawer. Okay, so you can just say drawer, and then you can quickly have this here. Okay, so this drawer is there. So drawer have similar kind of feature like how we have created this tab navigator. Okay, so like drawer navigator, drawer screen, so you can just do that, right? So for home page, all of that you can replace if you want. Like instead of doing this way, you can just pass everything here in the drawer navigator. So what we can do, so you can start creating it. Let's say now inside the navigation container, what you can do, you can just comment out this piece. Okay, so what we will do now, we will start using our drawer. Okay, drawer dot navigator, and then we have this drawer dot screens. Okay, so now very first screen we required is our home page, as you know. So we need this name so we can copy this piece, that's okay. So because inside whatever configuration we have, that works as is. So I think we are running into a problem. So if you see right side, we have some error. So basically I think we forget to install any kind of plugin. So let's go back and see the install instructions. So always learn about these errors, and that's when you will figure out what is the issue. So we have installed this, but so we have forgot about installing these things. So I'm using Expo, so I'll install this one. Okay, so I'll just quickly say that. And also if you want, you can also install this, because you might be pushing this to your server, so you required this to be done there. Okay, so you have to also add this so that this gesture thing will work here. Okay, now next thing is this pod install. As we are using Expo, we no need to do that, but yeah, if you are using the native setup, so you can navigate to your iOS folder, and then definitely you can just say npm or npm pod install, or you can just quickly run this command, that will work. Okay, so now we are ready to start with your create navigator. So that was the missing installation, so we can go back. Now we know it should be working fine. So we have added this, and we have this drawer, and we have our drawer navigator here under this navigation container. Okay, so we are running into this issue even though we have just run these steps. So let me tell you the solution of that issue we had. So if you see, we have added here that plugin. Also we have to add here as a plugin, because this env is just for production, so we have to add this to plugin and copy that same plugin here. Okay, as we are doing the development, rest everything was same, so we have to just basically install this and then this. Okay, and then we have to add this import here. Along with that we have to change our Babel configuration. So basically we have to update this plugin here as a plugins, and then put it here, all of this. Okay, so you can follow this instruction what I just said. Okay, also because also once you go to production, so you have to have this here, otherwise in production you will have the error. Okay, so you have to remember that part. So after all of this setup, right, so you have to run this command, which is npx expo. Okay, start clear. So basically it will clear your cache and build again basically. Okay, so now as we have done all of this setup, so what you notice, we have this home page coming in, and we only have screen A, as we only created one screen. So what we can do, we can quickly create more screens. So basically, or we can copy these, so we can just quickly copy that, and instead of stack we can just copy that drawer. Okay, so now if you notice, we have two screens here, screen A and screen B, which is like product page or home page. So you can change that title here, home page. If you are getting confused, you can always change that product list page. Okay, if you save, you will have this change coming in here. Now you have this setting, so you can also copy this setting piece and you can put it here and change to drawer. Okay, so now you have this screen C, which is your setting screen. Okay, so now if you come to your screen and click on this hamburger and you see settings, go to settings, you have still your tab thing is available. So you have nesting plus your drawer, so both of the things is available. So now you have your drawer plus your nesting plus your tabs. So all of the three things you have learned today, how you can do with your mobile application. So you can go to home page, you don't have anything, go to your product listing page, you can go to product detail page. Okay, so there is a navigate which is missing. I think what we missed here is, if we go to our app.js. Okay, so I think we have not added our detail page here. So basically this piece, right? So this piece we have missed out, so we can quickly add that here and change that to drawer. Now it should be available. So if we do this and go here, so we still see the problem. So let me reload this app, okay, and see. Now if I click on this, I go to listing. If I click on this, yeah, so that was the issue. We have not added this screen only to our stack. Okay, so draw stack. So now we have this screen available. That's how we can easily navigate and go back to our other pages. So this video covers most of the very important topics which is required to develop any kind of application, right? So draw tabs or data passing between these screens, right? Or navigating between these screens. So now I think we are good with this navigation. So this has more to do later. So you can always go to the documentation and read about how we have more customization or the props available, right, for each thing. So you can always study about each of these, like you can also have different colors or active, on press, or all of these stylings. So you can always read through a lot of things, right? But yeah, most of the basics are covered, so you are sorted to go forward with any kind of application. So guys, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends if they are learning mobile application development or interested to learn mobile application development. So guys, see you in next video. Till then, keep coding, keep shining. Bye bye, take care.